Hey everybody, it's Laura from Budget RX, and today we are going to be doing our unstuffing and condensing of most of my savings binders. And actually the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out the money from expenses this month. There were a lot of expenses that I put on a card that I need to take out the cash and give it to the bank so I can pay that off. And then we'll go ahead and validate how much money is in my savings binders as well as my sinking funds, and take as much money as I can back to the bank and replace it with prop notes that will signify that money, but it will be in the bank collecting some interest, hopefully. Now, last month I was able to do this without mistakes. Let's see if I can do it again. That'd be so great if I could do it 2 months in a row. Do you guys love this nail polish or what? This is a polish from Mooncat. It's actually a Star Wars collection, and this is called A Galaxy Far, Far Away. And it's a magnetic polish. Definitely spent a lot on nail polish this month. So let's get into the expenses. This is some money that needs to go back to the bank. In fact, that's where we need to start. So most of my money that would normally be going back to the bank, I actually used for my cash stuffing last week, but we still do have some. So we have a lot of ones. There are $80 in ones here. And then we've got another one. Okay, so that was 115 plus 81 equals 196. So we have 196. And this is stuff that like I pulled out of my wallet to pay myself back, or from selling stuff or whatever, but this is basically cash that just needs to go back to the bank. So I'm going to just put all of this here because we're definitely not going to be probably condensing with this money anyway. So we'll just call this 196, and we'll just keep this together. And I'll put that in the back. All right. Now let's pull out some expenses from sinking funds. And I keep all my sinking funds in this box, which is pretty different from other people, but I really love it. But you can tell it's time to condense because there's barely any room here. So the first category was wellness, which, let's see, it should be around here. It's exactly right there. Okay, so I spent $17 in wellness. I did not put in my spreadsheet for what. So I don't know what the deal is there. So let's just take the 17 out and not question it. Nice. You don't have to make change. And then we'll put that back. We'll be coming back to this to condense it later. So there's 0 in prop and there's 17 in cash. Okay, next is epithelium. It's fees. Sanctuary. Epithelium, finally. Okay, I spent so much money here. So I got my hair done. I got a blowout. I bought nail polish, makeup. Yeah, so I spent $988, which is a lot. So let's see, we've got 200, 300, 400, 600. I don't have $988. Is this correct? Hold on a second. Okay, I think I confused myself in my spreadsheet. I did spend $988, but I think I transferred $400 and I didn't put it in here. But let's see what happens, because according to my spreadsheet, I should have $55 left over. So let's take out 55, 50, Is there a 5 in here? 55, and see what is in here. So it's 4, 87, 88, minus 400, 588. Yeah, so this is accurate. Okay, good. So yeah, I must have given myself 400 from either something that I sold or the sale of the house, knowing that I was going to get my hair professionally like colored and dyed, and that I did not account for that in my budget for the year. So that's probably what happened, but this is accurate. Okay, so we're taking out 588. So this is actually 588, which means this is actually 1451. 588. Prop wise, it's 200. Cash wise, it's 388. All right. Wardrobe. Is that the next one? Yes. Wardrobe. I spent 30 on a blazer. So we'll take out 30. Then we have tech. I spent a lot here. I spent 714 or 700. So we'll take 700 of the prop and then 14 out, but I'm gonna need to get ones. So we'll do that here. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And take this 5. This money together. Okay, like that. And then we will put 14. And yeah, that was for a watch and for headphones. And then hobbies, I think that's on the back of emergency. Yeah, hobbies, I spent 92. That was on some Cricut stuff, some office stuff, and some nail polish. So 50, and then 42 equals 92. And then one more is smell goods. Where is our smell goods? Is this smell goods? Yes. So for smell goods, I bought a candle for $10. So let's take 10. Okay, so now let's add this up. So 200, 950 in prop, and then 17 plus 388 plus 30 plus 14 plus 42 plus 10 is 501 in cash. 501, yep, plus 950 equals 1451. So this should all equal 501. So I'm going to validate that. So this should be $11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. All right. So we are in a good place so far. And next we're going to condense and audit. So we'll start with Zodiac. So we are going to take out the money from Aries that we saved, and supposedly this is 160, 20, 40, and it is 160. So to the bank, 160. And this will act as our prop money. And I'm not going to validate because I didn't write it down. The category it's going to is Doctor Tax. And that's Zodiac. Then we got Kisses. We do have money to bring back to the bank. It should be 200. And it is 200. We are going to add our $200 prop note, add to the bank, and the category is beauty laser treatments. That's the beauty binder. And then Cosmos. I do want to condense this. I forgot to last time. So I cannot condense that. We just started this one. Save 500. This one. So we'll keep 7. And then we've got 150. 150. It's 150. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get a 10 and I put this back. Okay. So we have 167. Okay, infinity we just started. I think it was just 20, so let's just condense that. Wheel of Fortune. $20, $40, $60, $70, $80, $85, $90, $91, $92, $93, $94, $95, $96, $97, $197. Okay. So let's do another 150. And that's 150. Okay, and then we have 30, 35, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 20, so we will exchange for 20. $197. And then we finished this one, right? So we get to bring this money back. 1, 200, 250, 270, 280, 85, 90, 95, 300? Is that what it was? Why can't I keep numbers in my head? 250. So that should be 300. And we will take these out. Planets. 60, 65, 73. So let's do a 50. So I guess we could actually do that. So let's do another 50. Starbucks. So this is 21. So keep this one here and get a 20. Okay, so in total to the bank here, 300, 650. And this is going to future big tech, like a robot or a car. And then 10K we have, this should be 200, 200, and we have a special placeholder and my next journal entry that we're gonna put in here. So every time I finish one of these, I put in a journal entry of what's going on in my life. And so now we have 800 and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is 200. See if we can condense this. 60, all right. 50, 60. Okay, so we are bringing 200 back to the bank. This is for my graduation travel or trip or whatever. So now it's 200. And okay, now before we go into the sinking funds, I do want to condense, because I always forget this one too, to condense this savings challenge. Sometimes I go in there and condense it off camera. We already have $100 in here, and I do want to leave the cash in because I think it'll be fun at the end. So we have 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So I guess really all you can do is just like a 20. So you can tell that I condensed this more recently. Okay. So we keep that 100 in there and we're building up to the next 100. All right, now we are going to do sinking funds. We're going to condense and also audit the amount that I think I have according to my spreadsheet. Oh, we should add up what this is. Okay, so 160 plus 200 plus 650 plus 200 equals, so we think we added 1210 to the bank. So we should probably make sure that that is accurate. 1210 plus 501 equals 1711. So let's see if we have 1711 in here. So that is 600 plus 820. So 600, 820. Okay, plus 820. 140 plus 140. 120 plus 120. So we're hoping that this is $31. $31, yes. 1711. Excellent. Okay. I love it. All right, now let's validate our sinking funds. Okay, so we think that there is 1145 in emergency. So we have 1,100, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 1145. It is true. Let's see, it's 45, so let's put this and get a 20. We are not condensing any further than this, so the total prop is 1,100. Nothing is going to the bank. Auto, we think we have 607, 400, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So that's 600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 607, huh? So we're missing $2. That's kind of weird. So what I'm gonna do is get $2 out of my mysterious envelope. This is my envelope with a couple extra things in here to make up for weird things like that, because I don't like IOUs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna exchange this 5 for this 5. And then we're gonna exchange this 200. We're gonna send 200 to the bank. So the total prop will be 600. And this goes to auto/transportation because I'm selling my car. Okay, so we'll put these 20s here. And we're actually going to do this. So $607. And I'm going to be spending from this to service my car one more time before I sell it to my parents. In fact, it's happening tomorrow. So that'll be unstuffed next month. Buffer, we are thinking that there's $205 in here. So we have 50, 70, 80, 150, 70, 80, 90, 95, 205. Perfect. So looks like we need to send 50 back to the bank. So the total prop will be 200, and that's to go to buffer. And we'll actually just do this. 205. Wellness, we think there's 197 in here. So we got 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 95. So we're missing $2 here as well. Why is this happening? I'm just gonna give it to myself. Mysterious envelope. Okay, so 197. So this means what category? Wellness. Yeah, let's send 50 back to the bank for wellness, which I think actually just goes into I have a sinking fund category. So it doesn't have a category of its own in my thing. So anyway, so we're gonna put 50. So we need a 50. 20. $97. $197. And then mint should have 105 in it. Mint, okay, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. Okay, so we're gonna do 50 more back. So we'll have 100, and that goes to fees should have 25, and it does. Sanctuary should have 95. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So it does. And then let's do a 50 back to the bank, and that will be sinking fund category. There should be a total of 50 prop. Okay. And then let's exchange this for this 20. Okay, 95. Epithelium should now have 55 in it, which we did count it. And yeah, looks good. In fact, why don't we do that? Wardrobe should have 20. It does. Tech should have 111 left. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and 11. Sweet. Let's put 100 to tech Is that its own? I don't remember if tech has its own category or syncing, so we'll just have to figure that out. This was accurate, so we need 1, 11. Gifts should have 80 in it. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay, it does. Let's get a 20 and a 10. Right, 50, yes, okay. Okay. Hobbies should have 35 in it. And it does. Outdoorsy should have 190. So we've got 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 90. Okay, 190, so that's accurate. And let's get a 50 prop note. We're going to send 50 to syncing for outdoorsy. So let's 50. And then let's condense further. So that's 40. So let's get 220. There's 1. There's 2. And then we still have 190. Good, so now we have 150 in prop notes. Smell goods should have 110. 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Why are we off by 10? I do not know why. Do I have $10 in my 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I do. I better not be making any more mistakes because I really only have $1 left in my mysterious envelope now. Okay, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 110. Okay, so for this, I think I want to keep cash in here. I'm just gonna condense it. So we'll take this 20 and then a 10. 70, 90, 110. Okay. Okay. Now it's accurate, and I'm not taking anything to the bank. Was there? I think there was a 50 prop note in there. Okay, next is Fine Spirits. It should have 90, and it better have 90 because I got nothing left. 50, 60, 65, 75, 80, 85, 90. Okay, good. 90. Let's just condense this. We'll do a 20. These 5s are really bad. I'm just gonna exchange for better 5s. Okay. 70, 80, 85, 90. Okay. Then we have Holiday, which is supposed to have 90 as well. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Awesome. Let's... Okay, 70, and then let's get 10. Better 10. And then Luxury should have 40 in it. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Let's just get 2 decent 20s. Puppy. All right, we gotta condense this one. It's supposed to have 674, so we've got 500. Here's another 100, so that's 600. So this is supposed to be 74. And it does have 74. All right, 674. So we know we're gonna keep 4 of these. Okay, that's 4. And we're gonna keep that. 600. 70. Right, 74. Okay, so we're putting 150 to puppy, and then all together that's 650 in prop. And then we can put all of this away. That is much more doable. All right, and the last one is $40 for football, so not our star notes. 35.40. All right, so let's get that. Don't ask me why I'm now keeping star notes in my football, but I am. Because it used to be the last category. It is now not the last category. We've got travel, but we haven't put anything in there yet, and we won't until I start residency. And then we have splurge, which I don't have anything in there yet either. I messed that up. Okay. So this is much nicer now. There's more room. There is going to be one more category. It's going to be my apartment insurance since I'm moving to an apartment in Denver. But I will be probably adding that in June or July. So, and then I'll have to like move some of the stuff around because that category is going to be earlier than just adding it at the end. So I might kind of rejigger the order of some of these things, but that's not for today. Now we get to do the fun part of adding all this up and then checking and making sure that we have the right amount of money. Okay, so to the bank, this is money that we're adding. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. 700. Sinking funds to the bank. So altogether that would be 1910. That's what it should be, but we take out the 196 because that's what is in this. So let's do 190 minus 196 equals 1714 is what should be here. Okay, so here we go. So this is 500 plus 1,020. Okay, plus 1,020. $250. I just wanted to set the nice tens aside because I'll probably use this money for next week's cash stuffing, like take it out and then put the rest in the bank. Save myself some trips. Shit, there's people here. I have a sign on my door that says no solicitation. I cannot tell you how many times people still freaking solicit, and it drives me absolutely wild. Like, I get so mad. I'm like, can you read? Do you see the sign? What company are you with? I'm reporting you. Like, do not. I had to put that sign up because I would be here studying for medical school and I need like no distraction, right? And people would be pounding on my door, trying to sell me solar, trying to sell me all sorts of things. And it was so distracting. Like, people are so disrespectful. Now I have to recount all of this. 100. $80. Okay, I think it's 380. I'm like shaking. I'm so mad. Oh, there's more fives. 95, 195. Okay, so plus 380 plus 195. I don't think I did my math right on this. All right, because this is 1910. So yeah, how did I do this? Anyway. $66 plus 66. So this should equal 2161. So this is wrong. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna ignore this. 501 plus 1210 plus 700 equals 2411. Okay, 500 plus 1020 plus 250 plus 380 plus 195 plus 66 equals, 2411. So I must have just forgotten to add one of these things. Okay, I did it. The only mistakes were $10 in smell goods not being there, $2 in like wardrobe, and $2 in something else we're missing. That's pretty good. At least I didn't have to recount all this crap a million times. Yeah, okay, cool. So we are going to take all of this back to the bank. Well, not all of it. I'll probably take out what I need for my next cash stuffing. But what a beautiful sight this money is, right? Let's put it... Look at all that money. Oh my gosh, that's so sexy. But yeah, that's good savings. I am proud. I am happy. It's looking good. I'm gonna take a photo of that. All right, I will see you guys on Saturday with my first cash stuffing of May and my last cash stuffing in Vegas, actually, because then I'm moving to Colorado. I will see you guys in the comments, hopefully. Definitely say hey. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.